Huh. Haven't heard from Rob Zombie in a while. Wonder what he's been up to. So it looks like Rob Zombie's making another movie. This is coming from a Screen Rant article. I got a couple here. We're going to start with this one, I guess, because at least it was the most recent when I was looking at it before. I've been off for a couple days. Anyway. So, that's fun. Rob Zombie's Munsters movie begins building 1313 Mockingbird Lane set. So yeah, it looks like Rob Zombie's making a Munsters movie. That's pretty cool. Construction has begun on the set of 1313 Mockingbird Lane for Rob Zombie's upcoming film adaptation of the classic Universal TV series The Munsters. Construction has officially begun on the set of 1313 Mockingbird Lane for horror filmmaker Rob Zombie's upcoming The Munsters movie. The new film will mark the first time in 55 years that the short-lived, widely beloved sitcom will be adapted into a theatrically released film. Though the series brought some of Universal's most popular monster movie characters to life in a comedy setting on the small screen, it failed to thrive beyond 2 seasons. Yeah, I remember watching this when I was a kid, This was one of those ones that I watched along with the Addams Family. Because I was just into that kind of stuff when I was a kid. The more gothy stuff. I loved Tim Burton. That kind of thing. Yet, despite the apparent failure of the Munsters to carve out the sort of TV legacy that other shows of the time like Star Trek or the Flintstones managed to achieve, they're not listing the Addams Family. Why aren't they listing the Addams Family? The Munsters did manage to captivate the attention of enough viewers to create a lasting cult legacy. Oh, look at that. Swear, seriously, people need editing. What was too weird for many was exactly right for others, and after its cancellation, the syndication of the series helped to further increase its fan base. Yeah, that'd be me. I mean, obviously I wasn't around for when it originally aired, but I watched reruns. I love Grandpa. Yeah. This was apparently enough to convince Universal that a feature film adaptation was a good idea, and so in 1966, Munsters Go Home was released. I don't remember actually watching that. I may not have. Of course, I may have and I just forgot. I don't know. The film offered fans their first look at the Munsters cast in color, as the sitcom had been shot in black and white to cut costs and better resemble the classic monster era. Yeah, that's a pretty cool idea, actually, you know what I mean? Because all the original movies that they were pulling these monsters from were all in black and white at the time. That's a neat idea. Even if it was for a more practical reason, like saving money. Now, after 20 years of hoping and waiting, musician and filmmaker Rob Zombie has finally gotten his wish to create a Munsters movie. Which, of course answers the question of what is Rob Zombie up to these days? This. Though production on the film has only recently gotten underway, Zombie has been keeping fans up to date every step of the way via his official Instagram account, which is what that other article is, which we'll get to in a moment. His latest bit of Munsters teasing shows off the early stages of construction on the set of the Munster family home, located at 1313 Mockingbird Lane. Check out the image below for the first glimpse of what's to come. I mean, that's pretty cool, right? Filming on the Munsters will take place in Hungary, which actually isn't all that far from Transylvania, where fictional patriarch Herman Munster met his wife Lily. Zombie has previously stated that he wants the entire 1313 Mockingbird Lane to be exact, and that he will deliver the most perfect Munsters house since 1964. That's a bold statement to make, but one look at the photo of the recent construction can certainly give fans confidence that Zombie isn't just paying lip service to the history of the franchise. Yeah, I mean, it's obvious that he cares about it. I mean, it's probably one of those shows he grew up with. He's at least a decade older than me. There's a definite air of dedication surrounding this project, with everything from the set to the costumes to the practical effects going that extra distance to maintain a keen attention to detail. Just what sort of film Zombie will ultimately deliver is anyone's guess at this point, and it probably isn't the best idea to use his past films as a reference point of what's to come. Zombie hasn't found a huge amount of success with his past work, even when he was working on something he truly loved, i.e. the Halloween reboot and its sequel. I liked the first one. The first one was pretty cool. I didn't see the sequel. I just liked the first one. But I also didn't mind that reboot of Nightmare on Elm Street either. I'm not really a huge horror fan buff, but I kind of like those. The Munsters could mark a brand new point in his career provided he succeeds in getting it as perfect as he set out to. So yeah, there's that. And then we're going to go into some of the stuff that he's revealed over time. You know, again from Screen Rant, unfortunately. The Munsters reboot, every image and tease revealed by Rob Zombie. So yeah, you know, there's your that. And we're going to skip this, we're just going to go straight to the cool pictures. So, practical effects monsters. This is somebody sitting in the blue stuff. The blue goo. And one of Rob Zombie's best looks into the Monsters reboot is an image of the practical effects that will be used in crafting the actors into monsters. Practical effects are, in general, that's a really hard claim to make. Each has its pros and cons, digital, physical. Physical is better for the actors themselves, I think, because they can see what they're looking at and interact with it. You don't get, for crying out loud, I can't think of his name. Magneto. Gandalf, you don't get him, crying because he's like alone on a green screen with nobody to act off of. Can't believe I can't think of his name. It happens. While this detail may seem minor, it's truly evocative of the types of practices used for special effects back in the original series, meaning the monsters will have a more classic horror feel. Most horror directors today choose to use CGI in crafting monsters, but Zombie is using the original, less enhanced form of transformation that will put audiences into the more natural mindset of the original series. Using CGI would likely be far too modern for trying to evoke the simplicity of the 1960s Monsters series, so going with practical effects is a step in the right direction for Rob Zombie's adaptation. And we saw a bit of that in the other article, Mockingbird Lane. It looked like it was more. There was more to it in the other article, but this is an older one. Mockingbird Lane said, Mockingbird Lane now has a paved street. Things are moving and grooving. One of Zombie's earlier teases into the Monsters pre-production was the set design for Mockingbird Lane, which seems to be working its way up the spooky house of the original series. Wow, okay. That's a weird sentence. So far as Zombie is posted, the set is only wood planks and a paved street, but the sheer size of the property suggests the Munster family will be attracting attention from their populous community. It also appears the Munster family will be living in a similar suburban neighborhood to the original series, with Zombie's Mockingbird Lane images appearing show multiple homes being built on the street. I don't know, I can't see that, so. Yeah, but I remember the original Monsters series. They were legit like on a corner house on a block in the middle of like a regular neighborhood. It was pretty funny. They even had like, if I remember correctly, they even had like a chain link fence. Or maybe it was a picket. I can't remember. It's been a long time. The images of the monsters living in another idyllic American suburb, although filmed in Budapest, also suggest the family will come into contact with some comically terrified neighbors, which would successfully emanate the happily outcasted sentiment of the original series. Munster family costumes. This is Granddad's. So far, Rob Zombie has revealed a few costume designs that reflect the classic outfits of the Munsters original series. One such costume is Grandpa's classic vampire cape, which is so perfectly designed that it appears to have just been taken out of the 1960s show's wardrobe collection and given a deep clean. I don't remember the bat on the back, but again, Oh, look, I got another. Okay. My bad. Yeah, that's cool. Oh, shit. I don't want to go there. Okay, so yeah. There we go. Oh, yeah, there's other houses. Look. Like right there. That's cool. Let's see if this one has more. Oh, it does. Cool. Ugh. Yeah, alright. Zombie also shares a picture of a coat with a darker metal skeletal bat that infuses his own style with the 60s design, letting audiences know that while staying true to the original show, this is still a Rob Zombie movie. Another subtle costume piece was revealed as a spiderweb mesh cardigan that will likely be part of a Lily Munster ensemble costume. Oh yeah. Similar to the Grandpa cape, Lily's spider cardigan captures the simple macabre of the classic Munster series while adapting to Zombie's personal taste. Yeah, that one. Okay, so this must be like kind of the original. That's why I wouldn't have remembered the bat on the back. Grandpa's wig. Nope, that's just a single picture. Okay. With a captain suggesting the obvious character whose wig it could be, with a caption. Damn, screenwriter, get an editor. Or at least a competent editor. One that can actually do the job. Rob Zombie gives a look at how the new hairdos for the Munsters are coming together. So far, Grandpa, whose real name is Sam Dracula, seems to be getting the same look as his 60s counterpart, though with a little more volume than the original slick-back style. The gray on the side, black on the top style will evoke the Al Lewis Grandpa look, and audiences are eagerly awaiting the announcement of who will take on the lovable Grandpa role as the father to Sherry Moon Zombies, Lily Munster. Yeah, his wife's playing Lily. Similarly, Zombie shared a sneak peek of the Herman Munster flat head caps that perfectly reflect the Frankenstein's monster character design from the original series. Mockingbird Lane House blueprint. Pretty cool. Although Rob Zombie hasn't yet posted pictures of the fully built mansion, he has given a few peeks into the blueprints of the Munster's Mockingbird Lane home. Zombie's design shows just how clearly the new movie will replicate the spooky house of the original, even calling it the most perfect Munsters house since 1964. Yeah, right there. The Munsters is absolutely a passion project for the horror director, so getting the feel of the original back is key to its success, and what better way to capture the basic original dynamic than the same house layout. Yeah. It always reminded me of the Addams Family. Although I think the Addams Family might have come after, I can't remember, and I'm not looking it up. Herman and Lily's pajama costumes. Okay, so there's Lily's. And there's Herman's. Oh shit, he's even got that little cat. That's funny as hell. I like Lily's though. Lily's is cool. The nightgowns of Herman and Lily Munster bring audiences right back to a classic, simpler time frame for the series. Rob Zombie's version of the Munsters characters won't be wearing extravagant silks or extra spooky pajamas. They'll be sleeping in the same simple macabre gowns one would have expected to see in the original series. Herman will have a sleeping cap and classic Scrooge-like nightgown, accentuated with skeleton buttons and accessories, while wearing simple black platform slippers. Yeah, I saw those. Oh, okay, yeah, skeleton buttons. Oh, that's funny. And then the little thing on the end. That's cool. Still like Lily's more. Lily Munster will have an elegant all-black spiderweb embroidered robe with tattered edges and a purple underdress, accentuated with a vampire bat design. If anything, Zombie's glimpses of the costume design suggest he'll be putting audiences back into a colorized, slightly metal version of the 60s The Munsters series. And that's it, see? Okay. So yeah, I mean, it just was one of those interesting little things. Rob Zombie's doing a Munsters movie. To me, that's pretty cool. I like that. And that must be from the old movie. Right there, obviously, since it's all in color and whatnot. Anyway, hope you enjoyed what I put out here. And if you like my stuff, just like, share, or maybe try subscribing. It's always fun. Otherwise, I'll see you on the next video. Peace.